fire alarm. What's that? Yeah, well, I don't know really. I just kind of think of silly things. And I sometimes think, well, what's the next thing to happen in this film? Let's make it something that no one will expect. So, I go into the garden and I get fired on by chickens with machine guns. Or there's a Dachshund tribute band who perform to the Jackson 5 as the Dachshund 5. Or, sometimes it's just like plays on words or things you see sometimes in the street. We've got this giant cone that drives around and chases us, like a traffic cone.
Yeah.
And basically that was just like the idea of a mobile cone. Well, and there was one thing in this film that we didn't get round to shooting. We cut in the end, but that was where I was going to go underground to meet into this badger burrow. And Abu, the hamster, was going to go off with the daughter, the badger daughter, and they were going to become an item.
Right.
But somehow we didn't quite have time for it. Yeah.
Okay.
So instead, he goes off with this shell creature. Actually, my own hamster, or my kids' hamster, they went off on half term. I wasn't able to go because I was doing TV Burp. And I looked at the hamster and it had gone bald, basically. All his hair had fallen out. And it was looking really ill. So for that week, I fed it grapes and I gave it water out of a little pipette. And I kind of nursed it back to health. I don't like spiders, and I don't like, to be honest, I find mice really scary. And if I saw, for instance, a mouse was to come in here, I would probably scream and jump on the chair. It's not something that I would be queuing up to do. I'm a celebrity, no. I mean, I'm quite squeamish as far as, eating insects goes.
Have you ever been approached for that?
I was, actually. The first series, they asked me whether I'd be interested in doing it. But unfortunately, I was washing my hair at the time. Yeah, it's a very good question. I'll probably go with Ryland from X Factor because he looks like really good fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you met him?
I have met him, yeah.
What's he like?
Oh, he's not as much fun as I thought he'd be, actually. No, I mean, no, who would I go with? I guess it would be good fun to go. The thing with celebrities is you think you have an idea of what they're like, and then when you actually meet them, they're not quite like that. So probably be more fun to go with my brother, who's a farmer. But we have quite a laugh together.
Okay.
Yeah, or my best friend Rob from school. Yeah, I'm working sort of with Simon Cowell on this new musical of the X Factor. So I think to try and get him to be in the film as well, probably pushing it. He's a very busy man. He spends a lot of the time in the air. So no. Maybe the sequel.